So James Comey, who used to be head of the FBI, which is basically like the police for the entire United States, he posted on the night of May 15th, 2025 on his Instagram a photo of seashells arranged to resemble the words 8647. Now, 86 is slang that can mean to get rid of or to even unalive or Trump. 47 is understood to refer to Donald Trump, which is the current 47th U.S. president. So having 8647 could lead people to explain this post as a clear threat against Trump. James Comey deleted the post and said that he did not realize that the numbers could be referred as a violent message. So why should he be prosecuted? So many people are saying that the post is a threat, that it could be seen as an incitement to violence, which is illegal. They say, given the current political climate, that its potentially dangerous implications of such language. They also say that regardless of Comey's intent, the perception of the post is that it was a threat, and that perception creates danger. Why should it be not prosecuted? Well, James Comey has said that he didn't intend it to be a threat against Trump. And the explanation of the post as a threat is very subjective, and it could be argued that it is protected by the First Amendment's guarantee of free speech. It's very hard to prove intent to incite violence, and it's unclear whether the post meets that standard. Many others view the reaction to the post as politically motivated. So the argument basically boils down to a dispute over the explanation of the Instagram post. So what law did he violate if he is guilty for this Instagram post? So the United States Code, Title 18, subsection 871, talks about threats against the president. The federal law makes it a crime to knowingly and willfully threaten to do any type of harm upon the president of the United States, directly on the person, a former president, or other protected persons. Title 18 of the United States Code, subsection 373, talks about solicitation to commit a crime of violence. So even if he himself didn't want to had any intent for himself to threaten to hurt him, but this law makes it a federal crime to solicit another person to commit a crime of violence. If it could be shown that James Comey's post was intended to encourage or incite other people to commit violence against Donald Trump, then this law could be applicable. Now, why should he be innocent? James Comey himself has stated that he did not intend the Instagram post to be a threat or incitement to violence. He claims that he was unaware of the potential for the misexplanation. His supporters argue that the Instagram post ambiguity makes it difficult to definitively prove malicious intent. Also, he has a First Amendment protection. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees freedom of speech. James Comey supporters argue that his post, even if controversial, falls within the bounds of protected expression. They contend that criminalizing ambiguous or potentially misconstrued speech sets a dangerous precedent for censorship. The numbers 8647 are open to multiple explanations. James Comey supporters argue that the lack of a clear and direct threat makes it difficult to justify criminal charges. They point out that the explanation of the post as a threat is subjective and depends on the viewer's perspective. Some argue the strong reactions to the post are heavily influenced by the politically charged environment. They believe that James Comey is being unfairly targeted due to his past interactions with the individual referenced in the post of Donald Trump. It suggests that the outrage is disproportionate to the actual content and potential harm of the picture. And James Comey has no history of promoting or engaging in violence, or publicly proof that he's engaging in violence, which his supporters argue further undermines the notion that his post was intended as a genuine threat or incitement. What do you think? Do you think James Comey is being a former FBI agent and posting this out is clear intent? Like he should have known that this is intention to harm the president? Or do you think he's just doing it because he thought it was a funny post and it's not going to harm, like he thought it meant something else or it didn't mean that? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.